Good evening, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is the Ghost Who Walks. It's been a while since I've posted, just been busy serving the community, ministry, doing all that good stuff, weight training, keeping all those balances. So it's good to be back. Hopefully, you're all having a blessed and wonderful weekend. So let's get into this, talking about what's going on in our world currently with the pro Palestinian and anti Semitic protests that are going on around the world and all of those particular nuances. So, of course, we know what happened on October 7th, contending with what was going on with Hamas and attacking the 1,400 Israeli people who were there, and the despicable thing that they've done, and how it's currently impacting and affecting our culture right now. What I want to tell you, young people between the ages of 18 and 25 and up, you have no idea how violent and volatile the situation over is in Gaza. I want you to keep this in mind that they are surrounded by men and women in countries who are 99.9% Muslim, who do not want the Palestinian people there because they know once they get in there, they create civil unrest and they turn on the community of the people who has adopted them into their own country, which is why Syria, Iran, Iraq, Pakistan, Afghanistan, they do not want to take them in because they know what they are capable of. And it's not because these people are, you know, animals. It's because they are trained. They train themselves. They train their children to be hateful of anyone who is not Muslim. And if they don't agree with their extremist ideals, they will sacrifice their own children as a necessary evil in order to get the job done. Okay? If you college educated kids out there don't understand this, I'm going to make it as clear as day. If any of you were part of the alphabet soup mafia and you tried to lead a life over in the Gaza Strip, they would throw you off the roof and kill you. They do not contend with homosexuality over in those Muslim countries. You are considered to be the apex or the epitome of what would be the degradation of their society, and they would kill you instantly. They also believe in prearranged marriages to prepubescent children to a 50-year-old man. There's a lot of things that you young people do not understand about this culture that is incredibly violent and extreme. However, on the other side of the road, or across the way over in Israel, they have people who are Arabic, who are Muslim, who are Sikh, who are Sunni, who are all these different cultures, and they live peacefully with the people who are Jewish. They're not held under anyone's thumb. 20% of Israel's population is Arabic and Muslim, and yet they live in peace. Doesn't make any sense. You guys just don't, you guys are being fed false information, inaccurate information, lies and deceptions by your professors and the other people around you. And the reason why I know this information is because I do my research and I do my studies. Now, here's the primary thing: the Palestinian people as a whole are not all evil and violent. But the problem is that the extreme jihadists, the people who want to have holy war against the whole world and everybody else, inbred and create and promote this violent way of life. And because of that, they have a tendency to have massive prejudices against foreign people and foreign things. And no, it's not the Jewish people's fault. It's no one's fault. It's what's bred into them since they were born. They are taught to hate, they are taught to be violent, and they are taught to do these things. And so what happens is that when you have a group of people who are raising the future generations, kind of like what's happening here in the United States, they are raising these kids up to be terrorists. They are raising them up to be violent. Now, that doesn't mean all of the civilians and people there are like that. Probably roughly about 40% of the population. That's a pretty significant sum. And Here's the thing. Hamas is using the water, the piping, and everything that they've been given to help promote their way of life to attack the other people over the border. You heard me right. They are using their water filtration systems and units to convert them into rockets to launch them over to Israel. That's how hateful and angry and violent Hamas is. They've got to get them out of there. The Palestinian people don't even want them there. The problem is that 80% of the population voted them in. So there's a lot going on that you young people don't see. And I want you to get this straight. The Jewish kids who are in your classes are not your enemies. Stop following the stupid people who are trying to create separation in the United States. They are not your enemies. These kids are just going to college like you. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a 41-year-old guy, and if I saw any one of you guys trying to come near me, I'd beat your behind. I don't tolerate that crap. You have no right to be violent to these kids. They're fellow students, fellow peers. They are not promoting violence against you or against Palestine. They just want to make sure that their people are safe. And what you're being taught and what you're doing is wrong. So grow up, focus on what's true, know what's good, know what's evil, and pull your head out of your butts. And once again, this is the Ghost Who Walks. Use wisdom, question all things, and don't be stupid. Be blessed, y'all. Bye-bye.